Welcome to my new Let's Play. I just want to explain real quick that I haven't played it before. Only reason why this is here is because I was testing it. The game kept crashing over and over again as soon as I launched it. And I got so mad I almost just uninstalled it, but I fixed it. There's a procedure you'll find online where you gotta change variables and weird stuff to make it work, but it works. Then, of course, I had VR problems. I'm using a VR headset. Everything was going wrong. I was like, okay, this is not a good game to play, but it's working now, so I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowned his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. When I first loaded up, that shark scared me pretty good. Okay, finally getting to play the game after spending an hour getting it to work. But it's an older game, so, if you're using a newer computer, that's normal. It's an even bigger nightmare to play games from like 2000 or the 1990s. You know what? I think my mouse speed is a little bit too high. That's a little bit better. That crouch. Am I laying down? Can't tell if I'm crouching or laying down. I don't have feet. Somebody is a fan of seafood. That probably wouldn't be safe to eat sushi made by these people. I can't jump. I just walk around. If I can run. Crouch. Okay, so that is crouching. Not sure why I'm playing a scary game when I don't really do well with scary games. I have to force myself. And just for the record, this is a new Let's Play series, but I'm not stopping any other game. I just felt like playing something different. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay. Oh, you're joking. Bolt Cutter. Or Agent Bolt Cutter, as our protagonist in the medium is calling him. Can't get on. I have a feeling this is going to fend off monsters.
In my way, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Okay. How do I put this away so monsters don't see it? Hold on. I'm wandering away too far. Or not. Thought there was a way over here.
What a putrid offering.
Yeah, it is pretty putrid. Unless you're talking about me. Is that a whale? It is. Oh. Every time he talks, it startles me.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
To run, hold down. That's not a good sign. I'm ready for you.
Behold,
Oh,
everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
okay. Were they supposed to look like that? Or was I having a graphical bug?
I hate whiskey.
Everyone looked like he who must not be named from Harry Potter. What's his name? Almost like Ganondorf, but that's the bad guy in Legend of Zelda.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Case closed.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case. But when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. trying to read the names of the books, but there aren't any.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
What's this?
I should get rid of all this stuff.
No, I like the music. I don't want to turn that off. Unless it's copyright. It is not. When they're that old or not.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Pierce Investigation Agency. Oh, by the way, I'm using a VR headset, and so it kind of presses down on my face. So it kind of worsens my enunciation a little bit. But anyway, the doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? I'm gonna guess Cthulhu. Let's have a drink. I think he needs it. This will affect your destiny? That's not good. So now I'm gonna have a drunk destiny. I like this typewriter. Should I have another drink? I already messed up my destiny anyway. Might as well indulge. Okay. Plus it's prohibition, so...
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I used to be an avid reader.
Certificate of Membership, Wentworth Agency, United States Detective Agency of Boston, Massachusetts.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. A lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Okay, so as usual, we're playing a cynical, beaten down Nor detective.
I have business here to attend to.
You do? He's pressing anything. I mean, what's left? I got close stuff. What a radio. But I like the radio. I can't turn it.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. Wait, so this... we have stats? I was expecting more like an amnesia game. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical... yeah, I know what strength is. Got 8 points. Occultism. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving the skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding the motivation of a person based on his or her behavior. Spot hidden. Ability to find hidden objects. Eloquence. Determining the dosage of a drug. Making a diagnosis or expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Okay. Now the other problem of playing on VR is I can't see my keyboard and just wants me to hit the enter button. Fine. Yep. What's the worst that could happen?
Information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Only had 2 drinks.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Okay. Well,
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got?
Okay.
The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Well, if I didn't know this was a Cthulhu game, I would assume that she's on the crazy train. Let me look at this first.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Who drew these anyway? Okay. The island of Darkwater.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Unlocked answer?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Oh, okay. I read about her mental fragility in the police report.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Where did Sarah Hawkins live?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Something's not right with this story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Find out about Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay. That's all the information I need.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
I just remembered something. Voldemort. That's what those people look like. Voldemort. We need another drink. Oh, I finished it. It's okay. For a guy like this, he probably works even better.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Probably because of monsters. Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, these sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. I'm gonna guess they're all mutants.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to dark water.
Alright, here we go. You know, he kind of looks like a fish man already. But I think that's just the game.
We're almost there.
The Call of Cthulhu. Oh, the Skilla. Or, probably not pronouncing it correctly. But the Skilla is either a whirlpool or a big rock. I forget
Stay on
which.
board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain.